Hey guys, Avali May with Yahoo Esports, and I'm joined by Hauntzer from TSM, fresh off of that victory against FlyQuest 2-1. But I have to say, what keeps happening in game one?
Oh man, I don't even know. I think we just played early game really badly and we just let it snowball into us. And that's pretty much how every game one this split has gone, except for the one that we won. So it's just like one of our really big weaknesses right now, where we come into the set where like we're not focused or super focused and we don't respect their champions, we don't respect their players, and we ended up giving them an early lead and then we just get snowballed on.
Is there anything that you learned specifically in that first game that kind of helps you with game 2 and 3?
Not really. It's just like after the first game, usually we're just like, all right, let's not play like, and then it usually works out.
That's a brilliant strategy.
Yeah.
Well, it worked because I believe in the second game, your Camille top, you had all 5 kills across the board for like the first, I don't know, big chunk of the game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, were you just out playing balls? Was he making mistakes? What was going on?
So in that game, I TP'd bot, got 2 kills and like dollar buffs, and then when I came back in top lane, I solo killed him again. So I think he just made a mistake by like not respecting Camille as a champion, and then later on he tried to dive me and I also killed him there. So they just gave us like a lot of free kills.
Now, coming into this game against FlyQuest, did your team have any kind of like worries, or was anything that you weren't feeling completely confident about?
Um, no, going to the match, we realized like FlyQuest wasn't as good as they were in the beginning of the split, where they had like a pretty good grasp on the meta, and right now they're seems like their individual players just aren't as good as the other teams. So, we're trying not to overestimate them or underestimate them.
Well, you guys are tip top in the first place of the standings right now. Are you satisfied with your performance? We're almost at the end of the split.
Nah, right now, especially with how like we've been losing the first match or first game of every set, like the past pretty much whole split actually. So, we're definitely not satisfied with our performance, and it's something we really have to work on for playoffs and the future. Because if we like go into playoffs losing the first game every time, it's gonna put us really far behind. So we're still like trying to improve our best and not make sure other teams can't catch up to us.
What specifically for yourself do you think that you have to improve on?
For myself, it's mainly leading the team better and knowing what plays we can make and what like just being more decisive. Because sometimes we are just really indecisive on what we want to do in game, and I feel like I need to be that person to step up and like force my teammates to do something else.
Do you feel like your team as a whole has improved over the split?
Mm, yeah, definitely from week one to now, we've definitely improved a lot, and um, I think that's just because Soren and I have like really stepped up as in-game leaders, but we still have our weaknesses here and there, and we're just working to improve on them.
Now, how do you split up shot calling or kind of decision making within the team?
Uh, we mainly just do it by looking out for what plays we can make, and in terms of like late game setup, mid game setup, usually Soren calls for it because he's really good at planning things out and making sure we follow the right steps. But in terms of like split second decisions, that's usually up to me to like whether or not we rush Baron or trade towers, stuff like that.
I like it. That's how you equal out the power.
Yeah.
My final question for you. I was scrolling through my Twitter feed the other day and I saw an interesting picture with you and I guess Axe. What's the story behind that?
Well, I was forced to do that, so I mean, I just love my sponsors and I gotta, represent them.
I'm sorry, how do they force you into a shower with Axe body wash?
Well, Lena came up to me and said, Kevin, you need to take your shirt off and get in the shower. We're gonna take a picture of you. That's it.
Where's
I'm just like, okay, I guess I have to do it since you're my boss.
So where's TSM HR? Where are they? Is there a number that you should call?
No, sadly, I can't do anything.
Well, I mean, that's not the only instance. There was another Facebook picture with you.
Facebook?
There was like a video. I believe it was from the TSM doc. Bringing back memories.
I don't know anything about that one.
That one doesn't exist.
Nope. Never happened.
It's not like we're going to have our editor pull it or anything, right?
No, definitely not. Never happened. I don't know what you guys are talking about, actually. So.
Oh, I can't tell if he's serious or not. I'm not going to pull it up because of integrity. So is there anything that you would like to say to your sponsors, either forcibly or lovingly, that you have?
I love all my sponsors. Twitch, Axe, Geico. You know, all my sponsors.
Cyberpower PC, and do you have anything on the back?
Logitech. All of them.
Perfect.
And, shout out to my fans. Thanks for supporting us, and I hope we don't disappoint you in the playoffs.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for this interview and that wonderful insight on behind-the-scene photos. For everyone else, you can check out more of our coverage at Yahoo Esports.